Greetings and welcome to an extra special World of Tanks video. I decided that I'm going to show you my Sunday journey from Silver Vein to Ka-Ching to show me the money. All 3 victories in 3 different tanks because I'm going to showcase what I call the wrong way solution, except that it's the right way. But his name that we call him is wrong way. But that's another story. But trust me, it's the right way. It's the smartest way to do it, which is why it's fantastic. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like. It will help me spread the word to as many people as possible so they can copy this and get some version of this success for themselves before this expires after tomorrow. Please consider subscribing. This will help me even further. And the best part is, it's free for you. And once again, thanks to all my subscribers. You guys are awesome. Now, let's get to the action, shall we? So what you're looking at here is M60AX Era 3. Because one of the other guys had mentioned it in one of my other videos that Era 3 will get you more for the same amount of damage that you do than Era 2. And Era 2 does better than Era 1. So for myself, I thought I'm going to choose 3 different tanks. I'm going to reserve my best scoring tank, the Thumper, for the 3rd one. I'm going to reserve my second best scoring tank generally, the FV4211. And I debated Leopard 1A1 has a 165 silver bonus, but my best chance for a better score in a game is the M60AX, probably slightly. It's a little more durable, a little more accurate, and it's Era 3. Now, the M60AX is a 155% silver bonus, which means 55% bonus. The Leopard 1A1 is a 65% bonus, so it has a higher bonus, but historically I score better damage-wise in this tank. So the damage that I'll do plus the Era, being Era 3, will compensate me for being 10% less. And you'll see that this worked out great for me. Now, everybody's different. If you're really better in a certain tank, go with what you know. Welcome to Desfall. There we go. M60AX. Now you're going to get all 3 games, and they're not long at all, so it's going to be pretty good and brisk. Couldn't see anybody down there really, but there's a light tank there. Took forever to hit that shot though. Now this guy wants to try and play peekaboo. I'm like, oh really? Tag, you little freak. The irony is that while this is the first guy I shot at, he's also the last guy on their team to die. This is being really annoying. this light tank. At this point, I looked on the mini map and I saw that there was a potential battle occurring. That's a different one. That's an AGS. The one I was shooting at was a VFM5. But there's a battle raging around the circle. And I realized that my mobility would make me a prime candidate to be a helper for my team, because I could switch faster than just about anybody else. So I abandoned the peekaboo sniper game and set out to assist on the circle capture and see how this was going to go. Hello, buddy. Thumper, yes. And that guy just got whacked. That was the dude on our team. I'm like, that's not good. That could have been worse, though. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't hit that Thumper. He may have been already in the gully, which is where he ends up going. I don't know if he's there yet now or not, but it's probably the case. Just couldn't get a shot on him, and he's almost dead. He's in the gully for sure. So I thought, well, you know what? That guy's in bad shape. Let me deal with this guy. Or let someone else deal with him. Either one is fine. He's toast. This MBT is the only guy that has a shot at me while I move to close out this Thumper. Because he's stuck in the gully. If he shows his head, he knows he can get it blown off in one shot. So he's kind of in a bad shape. And the MBT-70 is the only one to keep me from doing what I'm going to do, or try to do anyway. So now I'm shooting him. That Thumper's of no real help. Thumper is destroyed. Now I'm going to get this MBT-70. But my mobility is causing him to miss. Super fantastic, he's toast. So I was going to get the Thumper, but I ended up getting the MBT-70, so sometimes you get a break, and that helps a lot. Whoops. He got me. Oh, nasty. You're in bad shape. Get him in the rear. Get him in the rear. Good shot. That was somebody else who got him. We'll take it. That guy. He's the guy that just killed the dude we saw. Oh, that was the guy at the end. I was looking for my guys. There we go. See, he's in the circle. So he's forcing them. It looks like a Polish flag. He's forcing them to react to his attempt to capture the base. So it's like a ticking clock, counting down. And the longer he's in there, the more pressure builds. Here he comes. That guy's a freak. Haha! Smashed. So, fantastic. Now we're going to switch to the 4211, which was a real problem. And I'll explain it to you as we continue. Welcome to Pearl River. So the problem with the 4211 was that I had 5 losing games straight. Not my fault, but I was shoved on the garbage team 5 times in a row before I got to this team. And this team wasn't exactly stellar. We got to the very end and lucked out, really. That's what was terrible. So my record gets 5 losses, and it wasn't anything that I did that made us lose. That's what I hate. My plan was to go up into the center, and I'm going to do it even if I take a shot to get there. Haha, you did nothing. Sheridan. It's pretty funny because I didn't realize this, but this guy's trying to run away because he was heavily damaged. Well, he doesn't quite make it. Opportunity target, fire, he's dead, Jim. So that worked out great. Sometimes you catch a break. Could not get a lock on this RDFLT though for some reason. Beats the heck out of me. The game was just saying, you're not getting the lock on this dude. What about that dude over there, Centurion? I couldn't get a lock on this guy. I'm looking right at him. I can't lock on. Do you believe this garbage? Now that's the game's shenanigans that is pulling. There's nothing that guy did that would make him immune to getting a lock from this range. Now look, there was the cheating fire out of nowhere. Sorry, I know what the fire is. It's a scam. No effect. Now we're up 3 guys. We'll make it 2 now. Just giving you the heads up. Now make it 1. Now make it none. Now make it 1. Yeah, the RDF that I couldn't get a lock on at a 100, 150 yards, went and killed a couple of guys right there. So the game preventing me from drilling him with an absolutely clear shot almost came back to bite us. Because that guy was going to get, hardcore drilled in the rear. Not good. And I had premium lined up for him. He was going to get the best bullet I have in the worst possible place. Ramming speed. And here comes that little freak, who in all practicality should have been dead. He should have been dead. But the game prevented me from, hammering that guy. And then somebody else would have killed him, not me. Let's follow this BMP guy. He did pretty well. Tag with a rocket. Well, that was important. He's almost dead. But still going. And how does a boat tank sink in the water? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh! Alright, we'll try this M60A1. Bang, good hit. I think this was the closest of the 3 games that I won. Oh, baby. Nice. That little freak is dead. Problem is that guy killed like several dudes. RDFLT. He killed 5 guys. Which was absolutely wild. Good scoring, good damage. I told you that the BMP guy did good. I remember that. And here's the end of game report. So that was very lucky, relatively close game. But the wrong way strategy of playing a different tank for each of the 3 victories is paying off big time. 600 grand, and that's a average game for a 42-11. So you can't complain. An average score with an outstanding payoff. So I was very happy with his strategy. And like I said, it's working like a charm. Now we're going to go to the final game and Era 3. Just like yesterday, I'm going to the thumper for the moneymaker. But this time I got smart. And I put a 3-slot commander, a 3-star commander in here to maximize my commander bonus points. So, super fantastic. Oh, actually, I put her in here after the game, not before. That's the thing. For tomorrow, I'll be good. But for today, I have a 1-star commander in here. So you'll see that at the end, just in case. Welcome to Kazarine. A couple of days ago, I played a game on this map, and this guy had this great idea, which I had never seen before. And so I'm going to experiment with his idea. That is to hide behind this little tiny ridge and rely upon my 8 times zoom. Now you only see it 4 times here because it's not accessible in the replay for some crazy reason. I don't know why. It won't really matter here. Oh, I had a good shot on him and blew it. But in the actual game, it zooms again, double this. So when you're making this, selecting a shot, it makes a difference. Here, you're just seeing the replay of what shots were made already. So if I make a shot here, the tank is not as tiny as it looks. So the shot was not as random. For the most part. The misses are all me. And the hits are all me, too. Oh, I missed that shot. Ugh, what were you thinking? Just looking for shots. Turns out I got lucky in this spot. Now in the game, I could go in and zoom another There's nothing to be had, but it's like I wasn't sure. Here we go. I saw a piece of a guy. Nope. Now that guy is, flirting with heading to the left of the rock that he was behind, right there. Ah, there we go. Nope, nothing. There's a shot. Miss opportunity, maybe. Got him. That was a tag. Nope, that was me. There we go. Blew it. Oh man, I had him dead to rights. And now I don't have a reload, so I'm waiting. Waiting. And he might slide left. There he is. Tagarooski. There's another one. Got him too. This is where Ghost Sniper is making his presence felt. They're in combat at close range, and I'm out here in the hinterlands just bombarding shots here and there. How does it feel? I haven't taken no damage. So you want to trade shots, buddy? I'm willing to trade with you. Oh, he damaged me. Well, that was a good shot, but it cost him. Oh yeah, it was nice. Right in the edge of the cockpit, the turret. Got him. Fatality. There's another one. Oh man. Come on, right in the rear. Got him. Another one I'm going to drill. Yeah, I don't even worry what that alert was for. I got these two guys. I'm just waiting for the shots. You shot me, you jerk. Must have been that guy. We're up 4 guys. We've got this in the bag. Oh, this guy's got no health to speak of. Anyone who touches this guy kills him. Please let it be me. Please let it be me. Please let it be me. It was me. Okay, I knew I was going to kill him, but I couldn't resist. All right. There's a guy coming on the right side. You see it? There it is. Negative. Behind the rocks. There he is. Tag. And he's dead. Super fantastic. Terrific game for me. I was 4th place, just missing the top 3. You can't complain, man. It was good. And here is the end of game screen. So just like Saturday, I had a 5,000 plus score with the thumper. Era 3 ×2 silver bonus. So I got the daily double for the first win of the day in the thumper with the ×2 silver bonus. 1.2 million yesterday, 1.2 million today. Super fantastic. And this is all 3 games today using Wrongway's new tank every stage. So I used 3 different tanks to get 3 different wins, each with the daily double. The first one I didn't use the silver booster. It's not a big deal. So I should have. It was only 1, but whatever. 480,000 for the first game, 600,000 for the second game, that's 1,080,000 combined to this would make it 2,200,000 2 million and almost 300,000. So about 2,290,000 ballpark for that result, which was absolutely fantastic. So I want to thank Wrong Way for his advice. It was a terrific suggestion, and I used it today to rake it in. And I'm here showing it to you guys so that you can do what he did. Now, like I said, I changed the commander in this tank because I was stupid, not thinking. And so I swapped her out and put her perks that she has in this tank on the 3-star commander, and then put the 3-star Mary in the thumper. So to maximize the commander bonus. Now that was with I put a 10 times commander bonus on there like a dummy. If I would have had the 30% bonus more for Mary, who knows, 40,000 plus minimum. 40,000 plus is what I'm thinking. So that's okay. That's set up for tomorrow. We'll see what happens then. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Please leave a like. It will help other people see this so they can get the benefit of Wrong Way's idea as I presented it here to you in my video. And that's what I do. The things you see that I tell you come from myself and a lot of other good players. We have conversations, and that's what happened here. So if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, because there's a lot of dudes that contribute great information that will help you score better and have more fun in this game. And isn't that why you're here? It's why I'm here. So thanks again to my subscribers. I'll talk to you guys later. I got more videos to make. Adios. Best of luck in your money making too.